Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for now until the end of the year. Now this may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. Scorpio, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge from now until the end of the year is the Four of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups upright. Okay. So for you, Scorpio, your biggest challenge here is the Four of Swords. I feel like with the Four of Swords, there's a very strong energy here of you finding it challenging to rest, to recuperate, to heal from something here that really affected you on a deep level. We're going to clarify the Four of Swords and we're going to see why it's your challenge in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and you have the Page of Pentacles. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel like there was a brand new beginning that happened for you. A lot of you chose to move into a new direction, possibly with someone new here. Could have been an earth sign. I'm getting a Taurus here, maybe an Aries. I'm also getting maybe a Cancer. Okay, so I feel like in the recent past, there was a sign here that something wasn't for you. You could have felt like an option, or you could have treated somebody as an option. And what this led to was it led you to in the past, Scorpio, to realize that, hey, it's time for me to have a new beginning. It's time for me to have a new beginning with somebody who's worth having a new beginning with. Okay. So there could have been some sort of distraction here or some sort of change that really forced you into some sort of new direction here in the past. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Nine of Cups, and you have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like in the present moment, with the Nine of Cups, there's a very strong energy here of you possibly disconnecting and moving towards something here that's more happy, more satisfying for you. It's very clear there's an important communication that's coming in, a message that's coming in for you. One of the things that I want to mention is on October 28th, there's going to be a lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is happening in your 7th house. So there could be some sort of communication in the present moment, or communication that's coming in connected to you disconnecting from something, person, place, or thing, because you may get a sense here, or this could be someone you're dealing with. Somebody here in the present moment is getting a sense that, you know, I don't really feel satisfied in the situation that I'm involved in, and I need to speak up and I need to say something about it. I do see there's going to be movement, travel, which, you know, gets you out of a situation where you feel, again, like something here is not satisfying you anymore. This is happening around the full moon. Okay, so when the full moon happens, we already just had a full moon in Aries, but because this is a future predictive reading, this may happen closer around your birthday at the end of October. Something here ends or changes in some way, shape, or form. Okay, and we're going to talk more about that for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and you have the Four of Pentacles. So it's very clear, could be a fire sign that's coming into your life in the near future. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also getting a Gemini here, possibly a Taurus. Somebody in the present moment is making it very clear to you, okay? So if you're not in a commitment or you are dating someone, it looks like this person in the near future makes it very clear that they want you, that they want to be with you, that they are really serious about this situation. And again, this may be happening closer to around your birthday, because in the 7th house, there is going to be a lunar eclipse. So, you know, if you have certain views about relationships or certain ideas about relationships, those may change, right? And this person may make a confession here in the near future about being very much connected to you. So we're going to talk more about that when we clarify. Okay. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups here, you have the King of Cups, you have the Hermit. So there's definitely something here about a love connection. Yep. There's a Lovers. And you have the Seven of Cups and the World. So beautiful. What's coming to an end in terms of what you don't see coming, and this has a lot to do with the lunar eclipse happening in your 7th house, and this can go in a number of different ways. I'm just going to tell you some ideas here, but I feel like this lunar eclipse is a good lunar eclipse for you because I believe it's the final lunar eclipse in Taurus, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, what this is indicating is a couple of things. The first thing that you don't see coming is the fact that if you've been dating someone who's been treating you like an option, somebody here sees you as as someone that they really truly want to be with. This is a new person, somebody here who is flirting with you. They're coming in as some potential here. So what's coming to an end is you being treated like an option, or you treating somebody specifically like an option, and you're changing the way that you've done things. Okay. So if you're somebody who's committed yourself to someone for a very long time, you may reevaluate if you still want to be committed or be a part of a certain relationship. For others of you, you may be finally ready to bring forth someone new into your life after you cut someone off or disconnect. This could also be about you changing the way you view relationships, how you deal with relationships. And that's why I feel like for many of you, this is about you maybe really committing to somebody here that has potential. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Scorpio, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is clarified by the Sun, you have the Ten of Cups, and you have the Six of Swords. So for many of you, your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with really healing from some sort of situation that really affected you. This is about recuperating your energy, resting, healing. Some of you still need to rest. You need to recoup your energy. Now, for many of you, this has a lot to do with you disconnecting from something. It could be disconnecting from a relationship in the past. It could be disconnecting from something here that really hurt you on a very deep level. This is about you completely putting the past behind you, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, maybe for a situation that may have not worked out the way that you wanted it to. And what that's going to do for you, because when October, end of October, beginning of November comes in, that is your rebirth. That's your birthday month, right? So anything that's happening now is connected to your 12th house, which is Libra energy. So anything, and this is going to resonate if you're a rising Scorpio. If you're not a rising Scorpio, I recommend you looking at your rising sign, okay, to get a full picture of the reading, okay? Because we're not just doing tarot, we're doing astrology as well. So your challenge has a lot to do with healing, recouping your energy from a past event or situation that led to a lot of disappointment, a lot of hurt, trauma. I think a lot of you have already gotten over it, but you're just at that final point of letting it go. When the lunar eclipse happens in your 7th house, you're going to completely let go of something. You're going to completely release it. And what that's going to lead to is you realizing that you do and can have the type of love that you're looking for, okay? Because that's what's coming into your life. So around your birthday, because the sun represents your birthday, okay? It represents rebirth, a new day, a new dawn. This is about you, which this is very challenging for you, but this is about you realizing that you do deserve happiness, that you do deserve fulfillment. And a lot of you have been questioning this for quite some time. Should I be in a relationship? Should I not? Should I give myself 100% to someone? Should I not? Because you want something serious. You want something long-term, but you also have to energetically be equally ready for that. And that's going to be a big part of your challenge, because if you're not healed from something that happened in the past and you're still carrying that around with you, well, what that ends up happening is it manifests into our new relationships, and those are lessons that we still need to learn. So a lot of you are disconnecting from something here that hurt you on a very deep level, and you're realizing there's no point in me holding on to this pain, because all it is doing is setting me back from what I truly deserve, okay? And that's going to be a big part of your challenge. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords and you have the Temperance. So I feel for you, Scorpio, in the recent past, somebody here made you wait. Okay, they made you wait, or you made this person wait. But either way, somebody here was waiting and waiting. And then there was a lot of this questioning. Well, can I trust you? Can I not trust you? Are you truly here for my best interest, or are you just here because you want something from me? So I feel like in the recent past, there was a lot of this reevaluation when it came to a certain person. Could have been someone younger than you. I'm getting a Gemini here. I'm getting a Sagittarius. I'm also getting a Virgo, Cancer here in the past. So somebody here made you wait, or you made this person wait. And as a result of of that, maybe you found something out, or maybe they found something out. And it looks like you moved towards a new direction here, okay, in the past. The Page of Pentacles is clarified by the High Priestess. You have the Judgment and you have the Justice, yes. So in the recent past, I do feel like intuitively you knew it was time for you to move into a new direction. A lot of you chose to move into a new direction and plant a seed with someone else, maybe after a divorce. There could have been a separation here. I do feel for many of you, you came to some sort of realization in the past that it was time for you to have a new beginning, okay? So you're definitely reevaluating something here in the recent past. There could have been some sort of situation that happened to you that you felt was very unfair. But the reason why this happened was to show you in the past, Scorpio, that it is time for you to have a new beginning, but you needed a sign. You needed something to show you that it was right for you to move into a new direction. You have the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Eight of Swords. Even though you kept your options open here in the past, or someone you were dealing with was keeping their options open in the recent past, you didn't like that. I don't think you really said anything about it, but it was very evident that you didn't like it. Okay, this made you feel stuck, or it made you feel like you didn't really have the value that you truly felt like you were worth here in the past. There was this very strong energy here of being on your own, okay? Focusing on yourself, but then also being confused about love or confused about some sort of new beginning. So even though you felt like you wanted this in the past, there was some sort of issues connected to this because either it didn't feel right or you felt like it wasn't real. There was something here about you feeling alone in the past, even though you had options or you had choices here in the past. Maybe for some of you, these choices or options weren't good enough. Okay, that's what I'm seeing that happened in the past. Now, in the present moment, it's really interesting because some of you in the past, I feel like you had a choice to focus on your financial situation or focus on your love. I feel like love was not a priority for you in the past. I think your financial situation was more of a priority. Now, in the present moment, there's a very important conversation that's going to come in. I don't think it's come in yet. For some of you, it has, depending on what timeline you're on, okay? Even if the reading doesn't resonate, it may not resonate for you right now because it's a predictive reading, okay? Meaning that we're predicting what may happen, okay? And there's a lot of variables that need to be considered. So in the present moment, I do see communication coming in, and it could be about the connection that you have with a specific person. Tell me more about this important conversation in the present moment for Scorpio. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Page of Cups. So somebody here in the present moment is offering you love, an opportunity, love. This could be an opportunity in your job. But I think what you may not realize is there is a component here of traveling, okay? So some of you may need to travel. If this is about love, you may need to travel to this person. This person could be in a completely different country, different place, etc. But either way, there's important communication that's coming in about a new beginning, a new cycle that's coming in. Now, this is about you recognizing, Scorpio, what you need to disconnect yourself from. And I think a lot of us are going to be going through this because the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse are happening. It's eclipse season in October, which is connected to letting something go. You know, it's connected to the season we're in, fall. So all the beautiful colors on the trees, you know, things start to change and things start to fall away. And I feel like what's happening for you in the present moment is there's something that you're disconnecting from, okay? And I don't know what that is. It's gonna be different for all of you, but you're gonna know what you're disconnecting from in your life presently because something here doesn't satisfy you. And this is happening because there's a new offer coming in. This offer that's coming in, it's for many of you, it's connected to a job, so you may travel. And when you travel, there's a very strong possibility for success here and satisfaction and fulfillment, but you may need to walk away or disconnect from something here in order to take advantage of the opportunity. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups in the present moment for Scorpio. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Cups. You have the Ten of Swords and you have the Knight of Swords. Yeah. So for some of you, you may be choosing to let someone go, or they may be choosing to let you go. Somebody here you're dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting maybe another Scorpio, water sign, Pisces, Cancer. Somebody here is not satisfied, and that's why something here is coming to an end. But like I said, even though something in the present moment is coming to an end, it's allowing you to finally disconnect from it to make room for something that's actually going to satisfy you. Because a lot of you are involved in a situation where you don't feel satisfied. Okay, and you've been wanting to have a new beginning for quite some time. Something is going to change and it's a part of your destiny, and that's why you don't need to worry about it, even though it feels sad or disappointing. Tell me more about the 9 of Cups in the present moment for Scorpio. So the 9 of Cups is clarified by the 2 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Devil. Yes. So for many of you in the present moment, if you're dating someone, dealing with someone right now, I think a lot of you are reevaluating the relationship. There could be a relationship that you're involved in where you want more out of this, okay? Some of you are dealing with someone, could be a Virgo. I'm getting a Capricorn, a Pisces here. They want to move to the next level with you, and they've been thinking about this for quite some time. And this is why your challenge is the Sun and the 10 of Cups. So what may be coming to an end with this lunar eclipse happening in your 7th house, which is happening in Taurus, okay, on, I believe, the 28th. Either the 26th or 28th. It's one of those dates. I think it's the 28th of October. What is going to come to an end is this casualness. So if you've been dating someone casually, there's going to be a strong inkling of, okay, we need to talk about this. Either I'm going to disconnect and go because I want something serious, or maybe you don't see the one, you don't see me as the one. And as a result of that, a relationship either moves to the next level or it comes to an end. And this is the conversation that's coming up that you may not be aware of, especially if you're a rising Scorpio. Okay. Now, in the near future, like I said, somebody here makes a confession. Could be a Gemini you're dealing with. I'm getting a Taurus, a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So let's talk about this person in the near future. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. What's the important message here? Okay, so the Queen of Wands is clarified by the 5 of Wands. You have the 5 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. Yeah. So in the near future, what creates some sort of conflict is this person in your life, this person you're dating or you're seeing. Their expectations go from here to here now with you because time has passed. Okay. And this is what happened in the past. Okay. In the past, somebody here felt like they were constantly waiting and they felt like an option here. So in the near future, it's happening again. And this is why I've mentioned to you, even if you break up with somebody and you had issues with someone from the past, a lot of you may say, oh, I'm just going to find someone new. Well, if you haven't learned the lesson from the past person that you were dealing with, it's just going to come up again. And that's what I feel like is happening, because for many of you, somebody here feels like an option. Okay. This person feels like an option. They start to close themselves off to you, and this is what creates some sort of conflict, because whoever this person is, they really like you in the near future. There's a very strong energy of charisma. It's like, ooh, I like Scorpio, I want to be with them. There may be a third party that comes in, okay, and it's not going to resonate with all of you, but there could be somebody interfering, and this is why this person's choosing to disconnect, or they're trying to pull their energy back. This person, which you don't see coming, Page of Cups, and the message here is loyalty. So somebody closer to the lunar eclipse in October and the consecutive full moons, they're going to start to feel like, oh, I want to solidify things with Scorpio. I want something serious with them. And this is why the 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords shows up, because somebody wants clarity on whether or not you're going to continue to hold on to this. Are you serious about this situation, or is it just a game to you? Because this person's coming in and they're coming in because they want it all with you. Okay, it could be someone from your past. Some of you may be distracted by someone from your past as well, is what I'm getting. Tell me more about the 4 of Pentacles in the near future for Scorpio. So the Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Magician. You see, somebody here is tired of being hurt in the near future. They're tired of being an option. They're tired of dealing with third parties. They're trying to manifest one person and one person only into their life. And this is what creates a conflict, because Scorpio, if you're somebody who's keeping your options open or vice versa, this is why the lunar eclipse is happening in the 7th house, because it's removing anything that is not going to serve you, that's not going to bring you the true happiness that you're seeking. Okay. And this is why somebody wants clarity. There's a confession here. And the confession is that somebody here no longer wants to be in a casual relationship. They don't want to deal with casual anymore because they don't feel it's going to bring that stability they're looking for. They want marriage. They want a commitment. If you're already married to this person, this could be a third party in a family situation. But for majority of you, this is someone that you're dating casually, and closer to the end of October, things get more serious. Now, because these are predictions from now until the end of the year, there's going to be an extended where I go a little bit more in depth in terms of what's going to happen between you and this person. What I can tell you in the near future is this person's going to want all or nothing. They're going to say, look, I want to have a new beginning with you. This is how it's going to be. I'm willing to put 100% into this relationship, because the Lovers is here in the near future. And what the Lovers is saying is the Lovers always is full of doubt. There's a lot of this, well, are we meant to be together? Are we not? Are you serious about me? Are you not? So yeah, this person's going to confess to you and tell you, hey, look, I think you are the one. I think you're the one that I'm supposed to be with. Do you feel the same? Okay. So let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. What's the advice? Okay, so the advice is the Six of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize certain connections in your life that bring forth some form of nostalgia. When I talk about nostalgia, I'm talking about feeling nostalgia memories from the past. This is about you recognizing what truly makes you happy. There's one important thing that happened in your past that made you feel very happy. It made you feel whole. It made you feel complete. And what Spirit is saying is that when you truly recognize the opportunities and the experiences that you had in the past, and you connect them with today, and you connect them with the opportunities that are coming in, this is about you moving towards what makes you happy. So there's something in the past that made you feel full, happy, fulfilled. And, you know, is there certain things in your life today that you can connect, you know, with your past? So if there's something in your past that made you feel really happy, is there something similar to what happened in the past that's happening in the present moment that you can focus on? Because for many of you, your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize that there's going to be points in time where things are working out for you. Everything's amazing and great. And there's going to be other times when there's going to be lows, and maybe certain times that you don't, you know, you don't like or you don't appreciate. This is about you focusing on not only the past, but also what's happening in the present moment, because there is an opportunity for you to have something that you're still very much connected to from your past. And I don't feel like this is a certain thing. I think it's a memory. It's like, oh, I wish, you know, things were like this, the way they were in the past. Well, can you create that now? And if you can create that type of environment that's similar to maybe what you wanted in the past, that's when you're going to find the abundance. Because this is about, this advice is more, it's more of a mental state. It's not a physical, it's not you physically doing something. It's about you getting into some sort of mental state that's connected or familiar to the past, which brought a lot of abundance to you in the past, that can also bring you abundance in the present moment if you're situated in the right place and if you're thinking the right thoughts. Okay. And I know that sounds very complicated. It's more of a spiritual message than it is, you know, something physical. So this is about you recognizing opportunities in the present moment that may be very much connected to your past. And if you can connect these two things, you being able to create and manifest what you want becomes easier, because you're in that actual mind frame, that mental state, which brings forth that abundance to you. Okay. So Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.